Let's make lemon garlic chicken with baked potatoes.
First thing I want to do is get my mixture ready. Ignore my nails, I'm right about to get them done. So we're gonna start off with some olive oil, and you want like a good cup of olive oil probably. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my lemon. Let me grab a knife. So I'm going to cut my lemon in half. And then go ahead and squeeze the lemon into the bowl, like so. And then I'm going to zest the lemon as well. And see what else I can squeeze out of the lemon. I'm gonna save the other half for later, whenever it's cooking. Now I'm gonna get some garlic. Let me get a bigger knife. So whenever you are cutting up your garlic, I like to flatten it with that first. And that helps to get the outer peeling off, like so. And then me personally, I just like to cut this side off and the other side off. Set that to the side. And I'm gonna use this today. You can mince your garlic if you want to. I'm just gonna put it in here and squeeze it into the bowl like so. And then rake off whatever is on there into the bowl with your knife. And then I'm going to use one more. I like to get the excess, like the skins off and out of the way. Here we go. And then I'm gonna use one more. So like I said earlier, use your big knife, flatten it, and then you can get the skins off. We're gonna cut off both sides. Go. Then I'll put my tool back in here. Squeeze it into the bowl one more time. Then push the excess into the bowl. Now I'm going to get my parsley, and I'll use probably like 3/4 of this, and I'll leave the rest over here. So we're just gonna chop up the parsley. It does not have to be pretty. I'm just cutting it up so that it'll open up and the flavors will seep out. And then I'm gonna get some of the stems in there just with the leaves. And this excess stem we'll throw away. And now I'm gonna slice this up just a little bit more so it'll open up and season our chicken really well. Go ahead and throw that in there. And then the last thing that we need for this mixture is some Italian seasoning. I don't even know if I've opened it. Yeah, I have. And we'll put quite a bit of that in there too. keep doing it because I want quite a bit in there. There we go. A tiny bit frozen, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it and tenderize it. So I'm just gonna cut it in half like so. And then I've got my handy all about. But I just rinsed it and stuff and the paint came off, so we'll see. Actually, I'm gonna leave that right there. So we're gonna tenderize our chicken real good. Sorry if the angle changed or my camera fell. So I'm gonna cut off some of the excess fat. Because y'all know I do not like that on my chicken. There we go. Then now that it has been tenderized and opened up, we're gonna salt and pepper both sides. Into the bowl. Go. So now that I've got these in the bowl, I'm gonna try to mix them around in there a little bit just so that they're all fully coated. So I'm gonna cover this and let it sit in the fridge for about 2 hours while I get my nails done. While that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the potatoes off camera, and then I'll cook those whenever I get back. All right, you guys, so I am back from the nail salon. So my nails are done and the chicken has been marinating. I already washed the potatoes, and I went ahead and stabbed them. I don't know if you can see the little stab marks, but I stabbed them with a fork. And what I like to do whenever I make potatoes in the oven is I put olive oil, salt, and pepper on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just put olive oil in my hand and just rub it on there really good. This one didn't get it as good. I'll put a little more on this one. There we go. Let me wash my hands. Salt and pepper these, and I've got the oven preheated to 425. You can really cook potatoes on 375 all the way up to 450. It really just depends on what you want. So I'm gonna cook these at 425 for 35 minutes, and then I'll check on them, flip them over, and see how much longer I wanna cook them. So I've got the potatoes out of the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and start my chicken, and then I'm gonna put the potatoes back in the oven after I flip them. I had them in there for about 35 minutes, give or take a couple seconds, and I'm gonna put them back in. I don't know how much time yet. I gotta feel them first and flip them over, and then I'll determine that. But let me go ahead and put the chicken in this pot real quick, and I'm gonna cook it on a kind of low heat. And I'm just gonna put them straight in like this, let all the marination and vegetables cook on there. The garlic smells so strong. It smells good. dip this back in there. There we go. And then last one. Yes, gorgeous. Let me wash these over. Yeah, they're still pretty hard. So I'm gonna stick that back in there for, I'll say another 30 minutes at 425 while this chicken is cooking. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of that lemon that I had earlier and squeeze that on top of all of these. And then this is why I have nails, y'all. Let me pick up the seeds. So I don't want to eat those. And there we go. So I'm gonna let this cook on a low heat for a little bit and flip them over as I go. Squeeze a little bit more of this. And get those seeds. There we go. Since there's so much oil, it's kind of frying itself, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover it with a lid for just a little bit, and that helps to trap in some of the moisture and cook the chicken a little bit better. And then a couple of the bigger pieces will just cook a little bit longer. So I am letting the other side brown just a little bit because I do like to brown both sides of my chicken when cooking it. I'm about to take the potatoes out of the oven. So pretty much everything is ready, and I will dress the potatoes once I get them out. So to dress the potatoes, I already kind of squished them a little bit because I think that that helps to soften them. But I like to cut them down the middle, open it up. Y'all see that steam coming out? And then I like to use a fork and break it a little bit, break it down a little bit. Then I go ahead first with some butter, and I'm telling you guys, we get a big tub of butter. We cook with a lot of butter, but I get some butter, a good amount of butter. On both sides. And then I go in with salt. And then pepper. And I use my fork and I do the same thing again and just kind of mix that in there. Then I go in with my cheese, and I've got both sharp and mild cheddar over here because I'm almost out of both. So I go in with my, sorry y'all, my husband's sick. So I go in with my cheese, and I like to put quite a bit on there, and it melts down because it is nice and hot. And then you want doop doop a dollop of daisy, sour cream, and then the last thing I put on there is some bacon bits. And normally I would just make it real cute, like put a tiny bit on top, but this is my husband's plate and he likes a lot, so I'm gonna put a lot of bacon bits. And there we go. Got some lemon garlic chicken. with your baked potatoes.